battle for Middle-earth is about to begin.
So it begins.
Somebody's found me into the abyss!
Welcome to the Zorpazorp Battle Games in Middle-earth livestream. In this series, we cast our gaze back in time to the roots of our beloved Middle-earth strategy battle game to explore the fortnightly magazine serial Battle Games in Middle-earth. Each episode, we will delve into a single issue, poring over a treasure trove of retro gaming, following in-depth painting guides, terrain tutorials, and some crazy battle reports, all with a modern twist so you guys can enjoy them in your games at home. With each installment, we'll also focus on a release of models that accompanied the magazine, following their journey from painting bench to tabletop, and then at the end of every live stream, they'll be randomly assigned to one of our loyal Patreons to continue their days of gaming abroad, spreading the gospel of Zorpazorp. So, in the immortal words of the magazine itself, let battle commence.
Woo! Good morning! Welcome to Battle Games in Middle-earth. This is Lockie. Sorry, I was distracted watching the actual stream, forgetting that my normal set is a few seconds ahead. We have got a cracker of an installment today. We are diving into one of my favorite characters in Lord of the Rings, and that is the mighty Ent TREEBEARD. Of course, we just got an incredible new model for this awesome, frankly, character from Lord of the Rings. He's just huge and delicious and full of detail and in new plastic and absolutely amazing. And earlier, a couple of weeks back, we missed a few streams and there was a bit of delays and stuff, so I thought I'd do something a little extra special to make up for it. And usually when we're doing this stream format, we do a bit of a acceleration of things. Sometimes things will, there's a little bit of a, here's something I prepared earlier, but not today. As you will see, TREEBEARD is in shrink wrap. We are going to be assembling this bad boy, the full build journey, then we're going to paint him up, and then this wonderful TREEBEARD model, once he's all sexy and painted by yours truly, we're going to get some beautiful flock, we'll make some amazing base, we'll get some foliage, we'll make him really special, and the hobbits as well, because Merry and Pippin are on there too. He is going to be given away to one of my beloved Patreons as a little thank you for all of their support. This is our 26th stream, so we are now we're well over a quarter of the way through. Well, just over a quarter of the way through. There's about 100 of these streams until we have to, work out a new format. So it's been a big journey, and you Patreons have been a huge part of it. It's for any Patreon newly joined. We're not going to get him finished today. We'll get him built today, and maybe we'll have a look at the hobbits and stuff, and then we'll finish him off in the next stream. I hope. And so you've got time if you want to get on the list. If you want to try and win yourself a pretty epic looking TREEBEARD. And the other great thing about this is most of the format with this live stream series. For those of you who are new, this is the Battle Games in Middle-earth live stream, where each installment we go through one of the old magazines from the early 2000s, and I'll paint up a hero or a set of models from that magazine series, and then assign those to one of my Patreons. And then throughout the whole live stream campaign, those models play in battle reports and well, that's the other thing we got to do. We'll have to play a cool battle report with TREEBEARD. And then once they sort of hang about with me for a while until they no longer appear in any more of the campaign, and then I post those out to my Patreons no matter where they live in the world. But this TREEBEARD, we'll play one game with him. We'll give him some airtime, but then he is getting sent immediately, like painted, gamed, and to the post office. So you won't have to wait to have your little slice of Zorpazorp like a normal Patreon giveaway. You do. I see a whole bunch of people tuning in. Good morning to everybody. Let's just make sure we are all here. Fantastic. Looks like we are all tuning in nicely. So yeah, it's going to be a big old-fashioned assembly. We're working with plastic. I had to like unclog my plastic glue last night. I've been working with metal for so long. It's been ages since I had to work with plastic. So it is going to be good fun. Buck and Duck Michael asks, how far through the magazines are we? So we're up to issue 24, I think, which is the Minas Tirith issue. So we'll find some cool Minas Tirith heroes or something to paint alongside that. We've got. I'm enjoying more. Because there's lots of different releases in these magazines that come out. In the original release, there's like, occasionally there'll be these beautiful heroes, and then sometimes there'll be like a big box of 12 warriors. And in the past, I have done where I've painted like all of the warriors as that Patreon giveaway. But I feel like it's kind of more interesting to paint like one or two models. Like not like heroes or captains or something, even like cool conversions. I don't know, just because I have a small dream, and it might not happen, of like making mini dioramas to send away with the models. I think that'd be a really cool video at some point when we hit like 50 streams and I have to send out a bunch of the Patreon rewards, making little dioramas for them all. We'll see how we go. It might not happen, and I think that'd be much more achievable if I had like a couple of models for each magazine rather than like full 12 that aren't painted that nicely, because I have to paint 12 models, whereas I can go in detail on like one or two. So yeah, Minas Tirith is next week, so I don't know what we'll paint. I don't think we'll do warriors. We might do like a captain or something cool, some cool Minas Tirith characters. Let's have a look and see who's joining us today. Angus Gallagher is tuning in from Melbourne. Good morning, Angus. Matty Dishner, Adrian S, Sammy Cynthia in first as always. James Palmer says, has anyone done any Last Alliance elf cloaks with a more silver green look like in the movie? I didn't actually think they had silver green. Oh, that's right. Yeah. The cloak over their shoulders has that kind of silvery green, and then it's the tabard and like loincloth that's the kind of classic dark royal blue that we all know. Daystro sending us some Houstonian greetings. Oh, that's a cool idea. Michael says to do silver green cloaks, you can prime in lead belcher and then apply a green contrast paint over them. That's a very, very cool technique. Daniel Smith says, watching from North End, New Zealand. I'm very envious, Dan. Good morning. We had the borders between Australia and Queensland open for 3 days, and then we had another COVID outbreak. And they shot again. And we were so excited. We were like, New Zealand, it's back. No. Fucking hell. I miss New Zealand. In fact, just last night, a mere 4 hours ago, I was sitting in bed just flicking through realestate.com.nz or whatever it is. I love it over there. Riley Allen is tuning in from Brisbane. Good morning, Riley. How you doing? And Woodsy as well. We've got Destin from the Netherlands. Team Netherlands have joined us. Kieran Voice. Good morning, Kieran. We've got, oh man, this name. The Mecularist says Haroom. That's a mouthful, that one. The new TREEBEARD is amazing, says Buck and Duck. His leg is bigger than the Cave Troll model. I gotta say, I'm excited. Look at that base, man. That is like a 60mm base. And that's a pretty sizable model. It's a pretty sizable model. I'm very excited. We haven't got a battle report tonight, Woodsy. Basically, the other slightly sneaky reason why we're doing this is there's no way I'm filming a battle report right now. If we just have a little, I don't know if you guys can see, but that's my desk back there. It is just covered with huge chunks of Minas Tirith. Once I finish this stream, I've got to pack a bunch of orders, and then I'm diving straight into the next Minas Tirith video, I'm so excited. It was excruciating and so painful, and everything went wrong, but I think it'll make a funny video. So yeah, there's basically, I go on maternity leave in about 3 weeks, maybe, depending on when the baby comes. So I'm trying to crunch a bunch of stuff before I go, and I've got this Minas Tirith video coming out, then there's another Minas Tirith video coming out within a couple of weeks, and then I've got a super secret video, hopefully, that will happen before then, and then maybe I want to sort of do like a little Osgiliath video or something, so I'm just like crunching it through, and there's just and it's all half done, and there's too much crap all over the bench. So no battle report today, because I'm just buried. There are like 4 meters of Minas Tirith walls in a pile over there with like 20 Minas Tirith buildings. There's 7 or 8 Minas Tirith stairwells behind me and all my foam cutter and crap. So yeah, there's just no room for a battle report today. So that's why we're beginning this journey, as well as like, I really want to do an extra big giveaway. Someone said Bararum, but the stream refreshed. Bararum to you, whoever that was. That was James Palmer. Declan is joining us. Good morning, Declan. I absolutely loved your Shagrat, dude. That was intense. What were the components of that Shagrat conversion? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go to the Zorpazorp Facebook group and have a look at... it'll be pretty close to the top. It's an awesome conversion that Declan did for Shagrat with the mithril coat. And it looked like maybe there was some... Like, was it Thimble? Like one of the Hunter Orc heroes as conversion. I'm just going to flip this screen down. Stop freaking looking at it. It was very, very cool. Very cool conversion. Rodrigo is joining in from Mexico. Thomas Hartman, just ate dinner. Yes, that's the other thing, is I think this time has changed for everyone. We just had a daylight savings update, and I think a lot of people did around the world. So I hope this hasn't messed with everyone too much. And I think I got the time predictions right on the posts. Stefan is joining us from the Netherlands. We've got Dave T watching from Switzerland. Horfinch from Germany. It must be late for you guys over there. We've got, it's a good night, says Crazy. We've got T-Back joining in from England. Late night here, got people going to bed, yeah. Bank holiday, so I can tune in at 11 p.m, says Horace. Oh, that's good, that's good. Mac Attack says, greetings, Lockie. The weather in central New York is pleasant this evening. Fantastic to hear. Richard Rushworth is joining us all. Crazy says, where are you from? I'm from Australia, my dude, in Queensland, southeast Queensland. Scotty Gaming says, can't tune long, but we'll catch up tomorrow. Enjoy the construction. I shall. We'll jump in very quickly. I'll just say hello to everyone on the stream, and we'll smash that camera over. So I'm a little nervous. Apparently he has something like 47 components. That's a lot for Lord of the Rings. And that's fine. I'm an experienced model kit builder, but it's just different. Hey, Tommy Macklin's joining us. Hey, dude, how you going? Stephen O says, good night from the Netherlands. Good night. Oh, Stefan, sorry. Horfinch watching from Germany. There we go. Hey, Darren McWilliams is joining in. Oh, actually, that reminds me. We have another little box to talk about. Now, where is that? We'll come back to that. We'll circle round. Glenn Corbet. I get to watch a stream live. Morning, Mr. McKean, Mr. Keen. Morning, Glenn. How you doing? Scotty Gaming says, don't spoil too much. No, don't worry. I'll keep it secret. Keep it safe. Curious about the next Minas and Baby update, says Rengar. This mic is in the worst freaking position. I can't see my stream today. I've probably just... There we go. Let me check. Can you guys still see? Is that blocking my face? No, that's better. And you can still hear me. Okay, great. Brian says, hey, I just brought my first few models a week ago. Some Rohan Warriors. Fantastic. Good place to start. You know I love that. Paulie Carroll tuning in from Ireland. Maito Colo is watching from the Netherlands. And the stream refreshes at the most frustrating times. There we go. Vic Hakriep is watching from France. Bonjour. Adrian says, congrats, good luck with the baby. He says, I would recommend a C-section. Having it naturally would blow your nether regions off. Yes, I won't actually be having the baby. Larissa gets to do that. Tommy's got his TREEBEARD ready in tandem. Fantastic, Tommy. Who else is working on a TREEBEARD alongside me? Or any Ents? Obviously, Quick Beams come out. You guys should all have this model by now, right? This has been sitting here for a month or so, I think. Or at least 3 weeks. But I think everyone's got TREEBEARDs now. I've seen them around in other videos and stuff. Kiaran says the time is great for WA. Oh wait, is it later there or really early? It's early as it's really early in WA right now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that way the Earth goes. I think it's early. Yeah, it is. Riley Allen says daylight savings laughs in Queensland. Yeah. Oh, Declan has replied. Okay, so the conversion was a plastic Uruk scout, half an Uruk banner bearer, a Gundabad sword, and an Erebor shield, and then the rest he sculpted with green stuff. That is awesome. Aaron Noonan is joining us. Crazy is watching from the Czech Republic. Destin says, thanks to the Easter. Oh, yeah, right. Of course, it might still be Easter for you guys. It's Easter Monday now for me. I didn't eat that much chocolate, but, you know, I still ate chocolate. I didn't eat much, but what I did eat, I ate fast. Gone in like 10 minutes. Bjorn Svensson says, good morning. Good morning, Bjorn. Reza Prime, finished my Treebeard the other day, came out so well. Yeah, when we painted, I'm just going to totally use the Warhammer TV mechanic. That looks really great and really fast with the contrast paints over dark, the dark grey Prime. Mac Attack says, sorry if you've answered this 1,000 times. Lucky, do we know if the Games Workshop Tolkien license is going to cover the new Amazon Middle-earth series? The current license doesn't cover it. They would have to get a new one, and who knows if that's happening. We've had no confirmation of it at the moment. I'm sure the Middle-earth team want it. And they absolutely should. But it'll be up to whether or not the board wants to make that decision. And they often don't make good decisions. So we shall see. Fingers crossed they don't be fiscally conservative and stupid. And hopefully they roll the dice. Although I think it's printing money, man. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully our lovely Middle-earth team get a whole bunch of stuff and get more support and more staff. It's only 4 of them, those poor buggers. They need more money and more resources. Especially if that's going to happen. I hope so anyway. Don't flicker on me, Mr. Light. Paulie Carroll's watching from Ireland. Oh, no, we've done all that. I skipped a few. Michael says that his Treebeard is all together and on the shelf. Painting him, might get to painting him in about 2 years. No! Grab it off the shelf right now, Mikey. Pick it up. Pick up a brush. What time is it in New Zealand? It's early morning. You can do it. Ryan says he just finished a giant turkey dinner. Delicious. My first live stream this year due to work, says T-Back. Yeah, we haven't seen you in ages. Welcome back. Adrian says he hopes so. Yeah, definitely. We'll see. I feel like almost every stream I have an Amazon show rant, so we won't go hardcore into it today. But it's yes, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Sammy Lucas! Hey, dude. I was just talking about all of the wonderful Minas Tirith stuff we have buried around me. We're painting Treebeard today. It's going to be good fun. Sammy Lucas is one of our Queensland boys who is a marvellous contributor to the Minas Tirith community build. He has built, like a metre of walls and about 4,000 models of Gondor and Mordor and stuff. It's going to be awesome. Mito Colo is working on Treebeard. Adrian Newman says, bruh, how many Adrians are there? Many Adrians joining us today. All right, let's swing this camera around and start getting on assembling Treebeard. I think I'm just gonna do it live. I can't be bothered switching to the holding screen and stuff. Oh, actually, I gotta move a whole bunch of crap. All right, give me like literally 30 seconds. And you know how I'm always like, I'll be back in a minute, and then it's like 5. This will be 30 seconds. I want one of you guys to count in the chat. Type the numbers, and I'll see if I'm back in time. All right, I'm gonna switch. No, hang on, I need the hold screen back in the streaming software. This doesn't come out of my time. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm back. All right, where's my music? There we go. Play. All right, let's see. How long did I go? Ah, yes, you guys didn't get to 30. I win. Oh no! It counted up to 154. Oh, well, it's a good thing you were keeping count, Jersey. Otherwise, I might have thought that I was victorious. So this is the mighty Treebeard. Now, to get in under the 30 seconds, I did rush a little bit. So let me finish setting up my microphone. There we go. You guys should be able to hear me nicely there. Is that going to work? Yes, that's going to work. Okay. And now I can move my screen. See, I cheated. I knew I wasn't actually going to be ready in 30 seconds, so I just came back early, and now I'm just talking to you to, like, you know, hide that fact. But that's fine. All right. Treebeard. Look at this bad boy. This is like an unboxing. I haven't done an unboxing in a long time. It's a live unboxing. Treebeard, the mighty Ent. And then it looks like German? Bumbart dem Machtigent? Yeah, I think so. So, we've got so many options to choose from. Let's dive in. Look at this, cutting off the shrink wrap. Ba-ba-da-ba. How nice is the new packaging? Looking good. I love the back especially. Very nice little taper. Get out of here, plastic shrink wrap. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Oh no, Mitocolo got banned temporarily for spanning. Oh dear. I told them to do that, YouTube. Look at all these pieces! Holy wow! Look at all the detail. Oh my god, look at all that bark. This is so sexy. Okay, there is a lot here. This is multi-part, alright. This is multi-part. So we got a base. It's the 64mm, 60mm base. We've got 2 infantry bases. Oh, where's Merry and Pippin? Okay, here they are. Do we have instructions? Oh yeah, we got a whole massive book here. Got a whole massive book. Alright, even Merry and Pippin are multi-part. Okie dokie. And I guess, oh, there's 4 versions of Merry and Pippin as well. Alright guys, so, decisions. Oh yeah, that's right, Matty Dishner points out that apparently these instructions have a printing error, and they're missing 2 steps. Which, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, we'll see. I reckon that might have actually been intended. They said it was a printing error, but to add like 2 additional steps would have taken like a whole extra page, which would have increased the cost of the booklet. So if it was 2 very small steps, they might have just been like, we'll update the PDF. But perhaps it was a genuine mistake. So, decisions time, people. Let's try, I was close, hey! Thank you, Horfinch. Well, German's good. I like German. I don't know very much of it, but, I love the way German works. Like, because it's like, it's got a common ancestral language of Proto-Germanic, with English. There's so much cool overlap between German and English that you don't realize until you sort of get into it. But, yeah, one day I'll learn a bit of German. I learned a little bit when we went to Germany. It's a good place to go, if you want to speak German. Anyway, segues. Now, the extra steps are there to separate the noobs from the pros, says Frankie Katterberg. And also, good evening to you. George Ram says, hey, sorry, a little late. Yeah, look, you need to up your game, George. It's pretty unacceptable. You've missed 23 minutes of the stream now. And they're 23 important minutes of me rambling about absolutely nothing. So, you know, it's pretty unacceptable, but we'll let you off this once. What do we want to do, people? Are we diving straight into Treebeard, or are we going to start with Merry and Pippin? Throw your votes down in the chat. So Merry, Pippin, Treebeard. Throw down those names. I'm happy to do either first. But you know, and then yeah, Treebeard's pretty big, so he's going to take a long time. One True Haldir says, what do you think of the new Dane and Thorin Stonehelm models? I love seeing new models. I always love seeing new models. I think the Dane pose is a little static. I would have liked a little bit more, just in his posing, would have liked a little bit more dynamic element. But it is awesome to see new models, and I love who they are, that's for sure. Alright, we've got Merry and Pippin, Treebeard, Merry and Pippin, Treebeard, Merry and Pippin, Hobbitses, Big Boy, Tree, Merry and Pippin, Treebeard, Merry and Pippin. Oh, wow, a strong finish by Merry and Pippin. Wow, Treebeard was in the lead the whole time. Alright, we're doing the Hobbits first. Where is... Oh my god, speaking of Smeagol, before we talk, I just listened finally for the first time to the Andy Serkis Hobbit audiobook. everybody, do yourselves a favor. If you're in a workplace today where you can listen to stuff while you work, if you're at home, if Easter Monday, lots of public holiday for a lot of people, just whack it on, whatever you're doing. It's 10.5 hours long. Do it in a couple of stints. Do whatever you have to do. It is absolutely unbelievable. It's so good. My life is basically just a loop of audiobooks while I'm working. I sort of alternate between Lord of the Rings, The Silmarillion, Children of Hurin, Tolkien audiobooks, basically. To give you an idea, since December, I've listened to the entirety of Lord of the Rings 5 times. So, that's just a little window into my life. And I was like, I'm gonna mix it up. Lord of the Rings, I went Lord of the Rings, Silmarillion, Children of Hurin, Beren and Luthien, and then Lord of the Rings 4 times. And I was like, alright, I need to break this up a little bit. So I was like, I'll listen to The Hobbit, and then I'll go back to Lord of the Rings. You gotta keep sharp, Right, let's get to work here. So, I'm gonna tilt that microphone. If my sound goes a bit quiet or something, just let me know, guys. So this is just a lot. So we need piece 56, 55, and 54 for Merry. Okay, let's find our Merry. Here he is. Wow, that was literally the first place I looked. So let's grab our little Merry pieces. Make sure you guys can see. Is that an angle? I've got my hands in frame. Yeah, beautiful. So this is it. This is the whole stream, guys. You just watching me clip pieces of plastic. It's going to be some high-tier quality content. But it's alright, because you've got my exuberant personality. And something that is great about this kind of stream, on a serious note, is you guys can just fire questions at me. Often, like, when we get to the battle report, obviously I'm just gaming, and it's a bit hard to stay up to date with the chat. So, actually, let's just clip all our pieces first for our hobbits. No, that's a bad idea. We're working with plastic glue. We'll get stuff happening. So I'll be able to be a bit more engaged with the chat too, which will be really cool. Okay, so let's clean up these parts. Whoa! There we go. What is happening there? Okay. Light said no for a moment there. It's alright, we're back. For once that wasn't the camera turning off, it was actually my light. Baby. So I'm just going to clean these up really quickly with a brand new scalpel. Ladies and gentlemen, many of you may know the story of Lockie's scalpels, but it is a long tale. Long, not in the telling, but in the breadth of years that it encompasses. So these scalpels that you always see me working with on the channel are like pathology scalpels. They're like disposable medical scalpels. And when I was working in the chemist as like a 14-year-old, there was a pathology behind the chemist, and they ordered the wrong scalpels or something. Or maybe like they got there and they weren't properly sanitized or something, and they were just throwing out this huge bag of like, I think there were about 500 of these plastic disposable scalpels. And the blades are insanely quality. They're great sharp. Oh my god. That was the worst English we've ever heard of. They're great quality. And someone just chucked them in the bin for some reason. And I saw the person throwing them in the bin, and I was like, can I have those? They're amazing. They'll be perfect for Warhammer. And the lady was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, don't worry, just give me the scalpels. And she was like, I can't do that. And then she's like, I'm going to put them in the bin now, and then like dropped them into the bin and then deliberately missed so they didn't fall in the skip, and then walked off, and I've got to pick up the bag of scalpels. And so ever since, I've been just using that one set of scalpels. I've never paid for scalpels. And they're amazing. They're so sharp. And every now and then, over the last, that was 15 years ago, every now and then I'm like, oh man, this is my last scalpel. Like, because the blades eventually break off, and I'm like, oh, it's, I finally reached the end, I'll have to go to a hobby night. And I always just stumble on a scalpel somewhere in a drawer or in a box that has just been like randomly put somewhere that I didn't know it was there. And yesterday it happened again. I found a brand new one, and each time that happens I'm like, alright, this has got to be the last time I find a brand new one. Like, there can't be any more hiding in random hobby supplies. But nope, there was another scalpel. So we shall see. I've got to say, I think this might be the last time. This might be the last time. Alright, that was way too much glue. You've got to make sure we don't have excess of this super glue. plastic glue, I should say, because we don't want it to seam up and spill out, especially on the face. So yeah, I need to take like a lot of this glue off. That was way too much glue. We just want enough for a contact on both sides, and we don't want to create this big seam of glue when we join the parts together. Alright, looking good. That is Merry or Pippin. Oh, this is Merry. Jesus. There's the bulge everyone was talking about. Can you guys see that? Whoop! Don't fiddle with models with plastic glue. Now, we are gluing them to their bases, of course. Probably need super glue for that, actually. Let me grab my super glue. Alright. We'll just leave little Merry over to the side to bond up. Let's find our Pippin. Yeah, so that was Merry. Oh, let's not do Merry mounted. We'll save him for the end. No, let's do them all at once, because I'll paint them all at once too. So we don't want any more pieces on that one. There's no hobbitses there. This must be the rest of our hobbitses on this frame. So we need 49, 50, 48, and 47. Okay. Here's a throwing pose. No, that's not Merry, that's Pippin. Aha! No, not aha. Ah, screw it. I'm just going to clip off all the Hobbit parts. Every Hobbit part I see is coming off. We'll work out how they go together. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You're a Hobbit. You're a... Oh, there's dangly legs. That's good. We like dangly legs. Dangly legs means it's to go on top of TREEBEARD. Clip him off. So who is building stuff on the stream today? What are we all working on? That looks like the other half of Pippin's legs. I'm almost tempted to just clip everything off the sprue and not look at the instructions and treat the whole thing as like a massive jigsaw puzzle. That would be a good way to buff out the stream a little bit and make it take longer. No way. No way am I doing that. That would be excruciating, I think. Perhaps excruciating for you guys to watch as well. Let's get off all our little Hobbit pieces. There's another set of Hobbit legs. I love how detailed these Hobbit legs are. Like, you can see the bottom of their little feet. Like, this must be one of the first... Well, the original sculpt as well, I guess. But you don't often see little Hobbit feet. Okay, so that is... There's our 3 Hobbit faces. Oh, and there's an arm as well. Okay, I'm not going to clip off the Hobbit faces until we've got the bodies assembled. So let's work out who's going together here. So that looks like... Let's see if I can find our piece that this goes with. I think that goes there. Okay, cool. So we found some bits. Let's glue them together. So this is our Pippin. We've segued over to Pippin, our on-foot Pippin. Man, I just got really hungry. James says, I should be building 2 cave trolls, but I'm actually about to go play SBG Day. What's SBG Day? Is that like an event in Melbourne? Alright, he's looking good. Just need a little bit of trim on his cloak. Yeah, what are we working on, people? I'm actually pretty excited, because hopefully... Oh, actually, is Easter Monday? Does the post come on Easter Monday, Australians? I don't think so. Means I have to wait a whole nother day. Cursed City is supposed to be arriving, which I'm keen... Not really for the channel. I've got a bit of a rule at the moment that I'm not making sort of extraneous content. Just focusing on some key content, which I talked about in the last stream, so I won't go into again. But I'm just excited as a gamer for Cursed City. It looks really fun. Looks like something that me and some of the lads could have a bit of fun with. It looks like Dark Souls Light, but with Citadel quality miniatures. I'm very excited. Okay, so that is Pippin, and he needs a face and an arm. So we saw one of those arms kicking about. I'll let that torso and leg join go together for a bit. Let's have a look at these other bits. So now we're into the dangly leg territory. That looks like those dangly legs go together. And that looks like those dangly legs go together, but then are also held by... Oh, wow. This is like a multi-part bit here. This is weird. This is super weird. Oh, that's a right arm. Who is this for? Oh, no, that's this arm. That's this arm. Yeah, right. Okay, let's do this. Let's finish this. Man, this is a very different experience. I suppose, like, I don't think I've put together one of the crazy new plastic kits. Oh, I mean, I guess I didn't put together Aemma. I cut him up into 1,000 pieces. But I did put together some of it. And Theoden was a bit like this, but I haven't done the new... what other new heroes do we have? I haven't assembled the new Gandalf. I haven't assembled the new Dernhelm. So it's... Yeah, this is a new experience for me. Newish, anyway. That is probably not enough contact points for my glue. Just going to put down another one down the bottom. So just in case you guys aren't aware, the way plastic glue works is it creates a bond between the plastic surfaces. So you get a bit of plastic on each, and then you melt it. The plastic kind of melts the two together. It's like a little welder, really. So I am going to cheat now and look at the right piece for that. So I need head 60. So I don't want to put the wrong face on, because that'll be weird. Oh, we decided there weren't any more Hobbit pieces on this one. Head 60. Alright. Oh, hell yes! Sammy Lucas says he's bashing 24 more Rangers of Gondor, and then it's on to the Gondorian command. Excellent work. Ryan was working on another... I think he was working on 5 Minas Tirith captains yesterday, and he was kit bashing them from like Boromir and Citadel Guard, and oh, they just look so freaking cool. He loves doing his conversions. It's nice to see our Gondor hordes start to assemble, and I've got some folks around the world working on some Gondor pieces. They're going to donate to the project as well, which is super exciting. It's all coming together. Just found a few more little mold lines there that I'll get rid of. So that is our standing up Pippin. They're both ready to be super glued to their bases. Now we just need to clean up these pieces and get them sticking together. Ryan says he's waiting on his Gondor forces to come in the mail. Boromir, Faramir, Gandalf, Pippin, Knights of Minas Tirith, and foot soldiers. That is quite a horde you've got there. Quite a selection. Gandalf and Boromir is a brutal combination. Really, really good. Gandalf the White's just so utilitarian. He is expensive, but he just does everything. He's no slouch in combat with the 2 attacks, 3 with Shadowfax on the charge. You know, he's obviously one of the most proficient magic users in the game. Second only probably to... Well, I mean, look, yeah. They're both great, but the Witch King's amazing. I guess it maybe spellcaster to spellcaster, they're probably Gandalf might beat him, but just overall, I think the Witch King's a better model in terms of gameplay value. He's so cheap. His ability to get 4 attacks, the Morgul Blade access. His utilitarian elements, yeah, he's solid. He's solid. Not to mention the Wraith, the Harbinger of Evil, Terror. Yeah, there's lots to love about the Witch King of Angmar. Indeed, indeed. All right, that is those mold lines cleaned up. Now, does that go with this piece? Yes, it does. Are we supposed to just glue these together? Yes, we are. Okay. For a second there, I was worried that we had to, like, glue them. Oh, I wonder if I should be gluing magnets into these now. I don't know. I'm just going to roll the dice. I can always drill and insert a magnet up in there without any trouble. Oh, I'm missing a hand. Oh, so this is where this is the little throwing stone arm, then. Yes, okay, so we saw that throwing stone arm. That's that one just there. I messaged Damien and Benny last night, and I was like, alright boys, I'm going to do this on the stream tomorrow. How long does this take? And they were all like, oh, 2 hours, easy. And I was like, okay, that's fine for the stream. And I'm like taking a long time to assemble the 4 hobbits. It's okay, it's okay. We'll pick up the pace. I'll hit my assembly stride soon. Face Off Part 2. Where is my face, Mary? Stefan says, I'll call it a night. Have fun assembling. I will, dude. Thank you. Renga Katterberg says, okay, good night, everybody. Off you go. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining in, as always, my dude. Alright, let's get a little bit of plastic glue into that well there. Yeah, dude, these hobbits are just like ripe to be converted, hey. You can turn them into anything. They've got some hefty stones. Like, you're always like, could throw stones really do much? Look at the stones they're throwing, man. They're little cannonballs. Alright, another little mold line on the leg. Aha. That we do not want. What's happened there? I think that's fine. Let's see if that meshes nicely. Yep, meshes beautifully. Okay, so that just needs... Oh, I've missed a huge... I haven't missed. I haven't started this piece yet. I'm off the hook. 3 hunters, says Buck and Duck. Yeah, I haven't ever done the 3 hunters, the new plastic ones. I've got the old metal ones, so no need for the new plastics. I did wish that I had one, so I could cut up the Aragorn to help my Thorongol conversion. Would have been very useful. Which I think Declan used some 3 hunters stuff for his Thorongol. Can't remember. Who is still unpainted, Declan. Should have taken you up on your offer. I'll get back to it one day. Alright, that is my 2 stone throwing hobbits. Now we just need some faces for them, and then it is on to Treebeard. We've got 53 just here. I'll cut that with quite a wide piece of flash because that's going to be tricky to trim. Come in nice and carefully there. Oh, having a nice brand new sharp scalpel is so good. And that will be that one there, because there's a little groove for his little neckerchief. I'm so surprised this plastic glue is working. This Revel plastic glue. Jackson, if you're watching, this is your plastic glue that I stole from you when you were 14. And you left it at my house. Alright, that is one. Who is that? That is Pippin. Pippin sitting astride Treebeard finished. And now we need Merry's face, and he'll be done as well. And then it is Treebeard time. Merry, where is your face? Okay, there it is. So much detail in these little faces. I noticed that with the new Forge World sculpts. The hobbits. Tiny faces, but such detail. It's awesome. A little bit of contact glue there. Amazing. Right. So, that is our 4 hobbits assembled, and then it is Treebeard time. Let's dramatically turn the page. Ba-ba-da-bum! Treebeard. Right, we're starting with Treebeard's left leg. Let me just come over to the chat for a sec. I'll just be assembling today, Heldir. That will take long enough. Sinesteo says I have the same glue. It works very well. I should go back to the top. Manny Dishner says, can you run Gandalf the White and Boromir together? You absolutely can run Gandalf the White and Boromir together, even though it makes no sense, but you sure can. The only thing that is excluded is Boromir and Elisar, which is, yeah, it's a slight problem, because it's a regularly features regularly in Australian tournaments and is a beastly combination and really shouldn't be able to be run together. But anyway, it's awesome fun. I love running Boromir the White and Alisar. That's great too. Ryan says, I'm so excited, my man. Nappy is going to need changing. Matt Weller says, looking to get into SBG, should I start with the Pelennor box? Want to play Isengard the most? Is it such a good value that I should get it even though it's Mordor and Rohan, no Isengard? It's amazing. It's amazing value. But, like, you know, I find that often I buy stuff because of the value and then never use it. So, like, 250 bucks is still 250 bucks. Like, if it's 250 bucks of models you're never going to use, then you might as well spend 250 bucks on Isengard stuff you are. But what usually happens with Lord of the Rings is that you just end up with a bit of everything because you just love Lord of the Rings. So, you know, you'll, like, I mean, obviously it's a bit different for me because I've been playing since launch, but there is no army I don't have models for from Lord of the Rings, and I'm even starting to get some Hobbit armies now. Like, it's, there's, you know, you get hooked. You get hooked, and you love the lore, and so, like, you know, if you love Lord of the Rings, you're probably still gonna love what's in that box and eventually want to play it. Well, let's get cracking on this tree. We need part 1 and part 2. Ooh, I like that. It looks like we're building the parts in sequential order. Goodness me. How novel. Don't think I've ever built a kit from Games Workshop where I've had to build the parts in sequential order before. Or maybe it's always like that and I've just never noticed. Anyway, we need part 1 and part 2. Where are the numbers? Here we go. Part 1 and part 2. Let's go. Treebeard's left foot. Alright, part 1. Cut. Part 2. Cut. Prepare to see that another 80 times. Maybe 60. I can't remember how many pieces there are. Just trim this flash here. So yeah, I think I entered it. I'm gonna paint in the next stream. That one looks good. Michael says, what are some wacky matchups you guys would want to see versus each other? Maybe Return of the King Legendary Legion versus Grey Company. Yeah, that is a wacky one. How does this go together? Oh, sideways. Oh, I see. Like that. Oh, that's not a good join. That's interesting. That's a poorly designed join. Relying, it's just two flat faces. There's no tongue and groove, but obviously it's designed to go flat against the ground surface, so we can probably get away with that pretty easily. We just have to glue it like that, and I'll just let that bond there for a little while. But then piece 3 will lock it together as our tongue and groove. There we go. Have a little faith, Lockie. Where is piece 3? 1, 2, 3. Look at the bark on this, guys. So many contact points, but, you know, there's a lot of detail in there. I can understand that. We'll click from this side. That guy's going to need a bit of cleanup. So I need to clean 5 spots. Let's just remember that. Take away the bulk, just with a nice cut, and then work on the layers. Oh, man. Okay, I have news. I have news, guys. Maybe I told you this already. I think I told you this already. I did. Alright, I don't have news. I take it back. Just Fangorn reminded me. Though some of you won't know, because you probably weren't here at the time. But I'm sharing news again for some of you. Where are these contact points? There's one. It's funny because, like, the sprue, it just looks like, where the sprue's broken off, just looks like a knot of wood. So you can, like, get away with not cleaning up a fair bit of this stuff because of the texture of what, you know, Treebeard is an ant. But the orc pile out the front of Fangorn Forest, that, you know, Viggo Mortensen kicks his toe on and everything. Oh, look how well that locks together. Now I understand the wizardry. Yeah, so some friends of mine went to New Zealand in 2001 after the filming, and they got themselves. They went to the filming location, and I've been there too, but I went years later in 2016. They went the year after filming, and all of the burnt pile of the dead Uruk-hai. Look at that locked together. That's beautiful. The big burn pile of the dead Uruk-hai was still there. The Uruk-hai weren't there, obviously, because they'd been taken by the set dressers. But the pile of ash and rubble, the bonfire element, was just sitting there. And so they grabbed a big piece of wood and brought it home, so they could and smuggled it through Australian customs, I might add, so they could have a piece of burnt Uruk-hai forever on the mantelpiece. And they've had it there for many years, and I've been to their house many times, and they've never told me. And they know what a fanatic I am. And we somehow came up in conversation the other day, and I am now getting a piece. So I will have to, like, do something really special with it. I was thinking that maybe I'd, like, set it in resin. Be a very, very cool hobby project. Did I cut off the right piece? I did. Okay, so this is part 4. Oh yeah, it locks in like that. God, it's like a massive 3D jigsaw puzzle. Right, so we want like glue on a lot of the join to make sure the contact is good, but we don't want a lot of glue because we don't want those seam lines, right? Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Look at this leg. Okay, part 5. We're just layering up these chunks of bark one at a time. Where's part 5? Is that 5? Yeah, the long spindly bit. Oh, this is wild. It's literally like a huge jigsaw puzzle. I almost want to just, like, not use the instructions. I think it would be really, really fun. Make an Uruk-hai pile mini and add the ash to it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea, actually. Make a corpse pile and then make the ash from the actual piece of wood. Or, like, take some of the ash and keep a piece of the wood. That is a cool idea. Yeah, turn it into, like, a little diorama. I like that. That's a cool idea. So this piece locks in like that. Yep. So for those of you who've just joined us, this model, this TREEBEARD that we are building and painting today, not painting today, we're building today and painting it next stream. This guy's going to be given away to one of our Patreons. So if you want to be in the draw to score yourself a TREEBEARD built and painted and flocked and finished by yours truly, make sure you head over and join the Patreon. Alright, that's part 5. Oh, it's getting fancy now. Look at these instructions. We're doing the upper leg. We need 6, 7, 9, and 10, and 8. So let's do a little mini jigsaw. Let's cut out 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then I'll work it out without the pictures. Or a cool-ass terrain piece, says James. Yeah, that'd be good too. Where are these pieces? I can't find them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're definitely not on that one. They're on the first one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 6. Oh, is that meant to be cut? Yes, that's meant to be cut. It's just a particularly thick join. 6, 7, 8. There's a cool little branch with some leaves. We'll have a look at that in a sec. 9, another cool little branch with some leaves. I don't think those will be structural, so that's good. 6, 7, another little branch with some leaves for number 10. 3 leafy branches. And then 7. This is the big one. Is that everyone now? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so let's trim the 2 big pieces. They're definitely going to be the easiest. Oh, it's just so great. Every little bit of scrag just looks like more bark. Often when you, like, carve away the sprue joint, it's like, oh, it gets all smooth and then actually looks less natural. You just do not have to be too worried with this guy. bottom here. Oh yeah, that's a huge chunk that I've peeled off. We didn't want that. It's fine. I will make sure I get rid of the stuff on these joins in case there's a flush. Okay, let's see how this goes together. Oh well, that was easy. Just click straight in place. Okay, so I think we'll join that, and then the leaves are probably going to attach to it. Oh, that was way too much glue. Alright, in goes our little arm piece. Oh damn, that was way too much glue in the wrong place. I think it'll be okay there. So we've got these pieces. I think some of these need to be glued in before these two parts go together. I've stitched myself. Alright, we're going back to the instructions. So, this piece... Oh, let's clean up our branch pieces first. Branches, branches, branches. I'm so shocked that this stream is getting normal viewing numbers. I thought people would be like, yeah, I totally want to watch Lockie assembling tiny pieces of plastic for an hour and no one will watch. But hey, I'm glad you're enjoying watching me struggle through this little TREEBEARD dude. And he's not that little. It's going to be just like those hobbits. I'm going to paint him all up and I'm going to be like, I do not want to give this model away. Sacrifices I make for you lot.
Does TREEBEARD have a beard? He does. He does have a beard of moss and lichen. Is it really Tree and the Beard? Hello everyone. Hey Charlie, how you going, dude? This is awesome. Love TREEBEARD, says Long Lad. Oh well, that's good. Good, good, good. Destin says, got to get some sleep, nearly 1 AM. Fun to catch a stream. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's get this piece. That's that one. All these branches look the same. So that one goes... Where? Where does it go? What do you mean it goes there? I have no understanding of how these bits go together. What? Why would it go like that? Oh, yeah, okay, alright. I think I've got to pull this apart. Maybe? Send help. Okay, so I think... No, I have no idea where that piece goes. Let's go to another one. Little piece number 10. Where do you join? Okay, so piece number 10 goes in there. Jeez, that is a small join. Okay. Piece 10 in. Let those bond. Okay, that's great. I've put off the inevitable because piece 10 had nothing to do with piece 8. With piece 9, I mean. So piece 9, for somehow, I don't know if that's right. Okay, there we go. A little bit more separation on that joint of timber. Oh man, some of these are getting tricky. All right, looks like that plastic glue has grabbed now. And this, you're telling me, like, there's clearly something to this because that's a mounting point just there. How the Fruit Loops does this work? I think this is a different piece. Oh, this is piece 8. This is not the piece I want. This is the piece I want. Yeah, good. See, I'm not insane. The piece I had did not go there. That's why I couldn't work it out. And then this goes, what, in like that, maybe? Yeah, okay. We're good. We're back on track. We're back on track, boys and girls. If it seems like something doesn't go, it probably doesn't go. Probably doing a horrible job of getting this nicely on camera, sorry. Alright, some finicky leaves or something that go in some way, like that. Is that how they're meant to finish?
Yes, that's exactly how they're meant to finish. Okay, let's put this big piece back on. And all of this work. All of this work. And we will have one leg. And then this joins like this to this piece somehow. Yeah? Yeah. Something like that. Is it like that? It might be like that. Did I just do it? Yes, I just did it. Okay. So, let's put some contact points on all of this. That looks like a strong sort of bonding spot there. And then I have to find my way back to that. Right, there we go. Then I'll hold this all together, and then we have a single leg of TREEBEARD. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crikey. Good morning, Jazzy. Hope you're doing well. The company and the guilt tripping into making my models is the main reason I'm here. Good. That's what we like to hear. Have we? Did all those little pieces bond? It looks like they have. So we have finished a leg, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put this little leg just over to the side here with Merry and Pippin. Is that locked in place? That's locked in place. And now we're going to move on to TREEBEARD's right leg. It's just riveting content, Lockie. Left leg done, right leg on. Let's find piece 12 and 11. That looks like 12. It's another one of these joints that is not particularly strong until you get the third piece down. So we'll get the 2 foot pieces and we'll cut the leg piece off at the same time. Where's a leg? 13 and 14 we need to make this big piece of leg. That's 14, I thought it was. $13, $14, yep, nice little big chunk there. Oh, yep, I think that's meant to be cut. And then 13, so what is this? Oh, that's part of his beard, that's cool. 13, there's the other part. So we're making his calf at the moment, his big barky calf. Right, let's trim our feet. Once again, they're pretty chill. Pretty chill. So chill. I'm just gonna leave them. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's get a bit of plastic glue on this orthogonal join. And slide those two together. Like that? Like, how does this go together? Like that? Goodness, okay. See what I mean about not super working well until they're all joined together. So let's get these 2 calf pieces together. This is 13 and 14. Is anyone actually building along with me? I know some people are painting their TREEBEARDs, but is anyone doing assembly at the same time as me? That would be cool. We could race. What is blowing around behind me? What is that noise? That's just a piece of wet palette paper. Alright, that looks like all of my gnarly joints off that piece. Now the big one. One, two, three. That's something I didn't check. Did I put the music back on loop? I did. Good, you guys can hear music. That's what we like. You've guilt-tripped me into building my metal cave trolls, says James. Good. So you should. Stop pissing about. What have you been doing? Sitting around printing somebody's siege towers or something, James? Far out. Get your cave trolls built. Stop making random people from Queensland rafts for their Osgiliath board and get to work. And everyone else in the chat is like, what is going on? It's okay, James. It can be our little secret. Here we go. 2 calf pieces joined, and then which bit is the gnarly bit goes down? Okay, gnarly bit goes down. So let's get a bit of glue on this. Oh, there's a big seamy piece. And that piece needs to go on the ground, so that won't mesh well if it's got a big lump there. Okay. So how does this join? Something like that. Something like that, but not that. Are we sure it's the ground? Yeah. Okay. How's this foot go together? Aha! 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 Like that. Okay. So this looks like a tongue and groove. That's all open plastic. Beautiful. For some reason, it's easier to like locate it when it's upside down. Nice. Alright, why is James sending me photos? Aha! Here we go. Here's a spoiler, everybody. I don't know what that's going to look like on the screen. These are the Osgiliath rafts I was just talking about. James was printing me. Look at these bad boys. More on those later. Hey, it's Trent. Hey, dude. Of course you join in for the Ent stream. You big tree lover, you. Look at it. So far, I have built a left leg. And we are an hour in. I built the 4 hobbits as well, and I built the lower calf of the right leg. It's riveting content here on Zorpazorp this morning. Alright, what are we up to next, people? We're looking for part 15, which is a tiny bit with a leaf on it that we're sticking to the side of the lower calf. Part 15. Nope. There's part 15. You do love trees. You do love trees. I saw your Nurgle Diaries Ep 9 go up this morning, and I'm especially excited to see the, like, little waving cat demon prince. That looks good. And one of them kind of looked like a fetid bloat drone with an eye in the middle of it. I don't know, that looked cool. Very keen. There we go, look at that. Just found it, whacked it on. Straight away. Didn't even need to look at the instructions. That one's like a cool little tree knot with a leaf attached to it. That's pretty sexy. Let's find pieces 16, 17, and 18, and this guy will be done. This leg's way simpler. Way simpler. Honestly, we lost all the time on finding where those stupid little leaves went. The big chunks go together pretty quickly. It is a sexy tree. It's got some, like, pretty, like, wicked bark detail. It's a good model. Like, it sort of looks like, you know, something out of Age of Sigmar in terms of, like, plastic detail quality. Look at this goddamn tree! It's got some cool detail in it. And it's much bigger than the original Ent sculpt, too. Has anyone in the chat got the Quick Beam model, the other Ent model that came out but from Forge World? For some stupid reason, they never send me the Forge World stuff. It's because of the way the internal division of the company is, that the two halves don't talk to each other, even though they pretend to be this cohesive whole. So I never get sent Forge World review stock. I only get sent stuff from Citadel or Main Studio. It's weird. Weird. I don't know, there's like two separate divisions going on there, because of course there's the difference between Specialist Games and Main Studio, and then there's actually the different product divisions of Forge World and Games Workshop. But yeah, I never get sent the Forge World stuff, so no Quick Beam got sent, so I haven't got it yet. But it was the same with War and Rohan, none of the Dunland stuff ever arrived. Here we go, those pieces lock together very easily. When is a shrub a bush? Yeah. So they're asking the real questions there. Deep Fried Dankman says painting this is going to be fun. I was like, oh god. But I did have a quick glance at the Warhammer TV painting tutorial before I committed to this painting live on stream endeavor. Not that we're doing that today. Today's build day. Before I get anyone's hopes up. But their method just looks super easy. Contrast paints, dry brushes. That is my jam. I can do that. Oh, also, I've just remembered we forgot another leaf piece off the first leg. We'll go back and do that in a sec. So this goes on here. Or something. I'm sure it goes in there. Maybe? Maybe? Is that it? Nope. Maybe I've got this backwards. I think I've got this backwards. Okay, just look at the pictures. So... Yes, it goes this way. Okay. Like that. Or something. Okay. Picture, lining up. Picture. Instructions. Bang. Interesting. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's not the most obvious tongue and groove, but it does locate. Some of the other legs, or the other joins, were definitely a lot they sort of screamed out, hey, I lock in with this piece. This is a little less locky-in-y, but it still works. Still works. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to let that cure for a sec. And we'll whiz back to this one, because there's a tree piece that we forgot to add to it. I think. There is, isn't there? Or did I cut this off this one? No, this is good. Where does this go? There? Shit. Yeah, I think it goes there. Because this leg piece didn't have enough trees. Didn't have enough leaves and sticks coming off it and branches. Yeah, there's a big gaping hole here and a tongue and groove that locks in perfectly. So without looking at the instructions, I think I can safely say that that piece goes there. So this has even more trees and leaves and things coming off it. Alright, now there's one more piece to go on the top of this leg to complete that. It's piece number 18. We're smashing this now. We are smashing this. Piece number 18. I'll have to get some standard Mechanicus Grey. I don't think I've got any at the moment in the cabinet. Could have got some when I went to GW, but going now because my event got cancelled with COVID, sadly. That's okay, can happen a little later. Alright, and then this bad boy just goes wham, straight on the top. Oh yeah, look at that. Slots in nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 TREEBEARD legs! Beautiful, look at that. Incredible. Let's see what's on the next page. Woodsy says, reckon it's worth getting the Fellowship box with the supplement book for a more solo play. So, Quest of the Ringbearer, it's not intended as a solo campaign, but you could absolutely, you can always play SPG solo, or any game really, if you're happy to play both sides. And sort of like, you know, just control the baddies, sort of like you would control enemy NPCs that you're playing against in like a, you know, D&D or something. If you can, try and track down a metal Fellowship box or just some other Fellowship sculpts. The plastic sculpts are pretty garbage. They're pretty bad. 42, 43. So we've got some... Oh, this is the rock. Okay, so this is our TREEBEARD left arm choice. So, do we want TREEBEARD to have a hand or a big old rock? I guess you guys need to decide that. Because, yeah, you guys have got to decide, because, like, it's going to one of you. And, I mean, I love a big stony hand, so I'm voting for the stony hand, but let me know. I'm going to start assembling it anyway. So 43 and 42, rather than having it sitting on the sprue, even if we don't use it. 43 and 42, there's our other half of the stone. Alright. Oop. Careful now. Yep, nice. Yeah, the stone surface, of course, is a bit different to the bark, so I actually need to make sure the mold lines and stuff aren't really noticeable on that. But because of its flat surface, it's sort of easier to fix that anyway. Rock. Okay, I don't think a single person... I saw someone saying scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Boom, boom. Yeah, not a single person doesn't want the big sexy rock. Yeah, I thought that was a safe bet. Let's go. Look at this massive flat surface to glue. That's pretty nice. Aha! A rock! Oh, I forgot to clean the wrist join. So I'm guessing we're doing this arm next, as we seem to be doing it by arm and by leg. No, you little monkey. So we need arm. We need 37, 38 are our two big arm pieces. 37 and 38. There's 37. That little lad there. He's a bit smaller. I can sort of see how this piece of bark is naturally going to form an elbow. That's cool. And then 38 is smaller again. But I mean, TREEBEARD's arms are a bit smaller, so we've probably done a fair bit of we've probably done a fair bit of the leg work, installing, building his legs. That was excellent. Let's trim off these pieces. This is a really therapeutic process, I have to say. Building this little guy. Or big guy, I should say. Yeah, that looks like all of the... Oh, one more. Oops, sorry, probably that might have been off camera. Sorry, guys. Okay, how does this join together? Does it go together like somewhere there? Yes, something like that. Boom. There's an arm. So that is... Oh, now, should we join the arm to the hand? No, we've got two little pieces left. We need part 40 and 39. Let's see if these are on here. They are not. I'm very keen to finish off that sprue. It's always a nice feeling when you finish off a sprue. 39 and 40. When is the next Minas Tirith video coming, asks Fossil. I've got one coming out this week, my friend. I'm going to start editing it literally after this video. After this live stream. So, hoping to have that out on Friday. It's like an update on the build with a pretty colossal failure. It's good. It should be a good video. It was a painful experience, but it will be a good video. And it sort of came out alright in the end, but you'll see. You'll see when you watch. Alright, where does this piece go? Does that piece go there? On the end? Or something? No? Where does this go? I have no idea where that goes. 39 is telling me that apparently goes onto these grooves, but I see no way that it would join those grooves. Aha! Got it. There we go. This is such a satisfying build. Alright, so that is a whole arm done. Now we're going to join the arm to the hand. Yes, where's our little rocky hand? Does that go... Is that little twiggy part the wrist? Yeah, it is. Okay. So this needs to go in to here somehow. Like that? Yeah, like that. Okay. Which will be good because it will help sort of firm up that join as well. So sort of like 4 pieces all joining together here. That's probably going to need me to actually hold them a little bit. So what I might do is lock those all in together. Kind of really firm them up. And I'll just put in a huge dollop of glue. And then we'll lock this bad boy in. That's looking good. Now I'm going to come in with the scalpel and smooth those glue joints. Clear them off the detail, but use the excess glue that's there to just blend the seam of those parts where it's meant to be a continuous piece. And let the melting plastic work for me. Alright, there is our arm. It's got a little bit of detail left to go. 45, 46, and 44. So let's clip them off. While we're here. 46, 45, and 44. Is that what it was? Yeah. Here we go. 46, 45, and 44. I must say, I do wonder, I should ask Kev or some of the guys, where does the sculptor's job end? Is the sculptor also responsible for like the design and engineering of the sprue? Of like what components, do they just sculpt the model? Do they slice the model into individual components and work out how it's going to be built and framed on the sprue? Or is that like a specific engineer's job? The sprue construction engineer? I don't know, that'd be interesting information to find out. I'm going to move on to the right arm for now. Just while we wait for that big piece to the hand to join, and we'll swing back to add those tree details. So we need a bunch of 30s. We need 32 and 33 as our sort of core components. So let's start there. Aaron says, is that in reference to the silicon molds? Yes, yes. It's what the next video is all about silicon molding. Which Trent will know all about if he's still watching. He knows all about that pain, that's for sure. And he knows all about my pain. I've been bugging him with it all week. Yeah. Much silicon was bought. And much silicon was wasted. That's right. And it's not like I'm a noob either. Like, I've been casting and molding and, you know, selling resin cast products and molded products for several years. I'm well aware of how to work with it. I'm just an idiot. Jack says, when is the next quest for the ring bearer scenario happening? So the next one's Osgiliath, isn't it? Not until I update the Osgiliath board. So soonish. We'll see, because that's coming soon. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. What did I just trim off? 32? Is that what I wanted? Yes. So I feel, yeah, so it shouldn't be too far away. You know, it'll be after I have my baby, so still like a good couple of months. But once the Osgiliath board is updated, I'll just do a bunch of Osgiliath scenarios on it. I had the most awesome idea for a video yesterday. It's so good. I cannot tell you though. It will have to remain a mystery for quite some time, but it is gonna be awesome. I sort of had an idea for like a general premise similar to it, but it really kind of clicked into place yesterday as I was stewing over it. Oh, that's a cool elbow joint. Look at that. It's really nice when you get like just a video idea that you're just like, oh man, that is a winner. That is good. You just know from the get-go that people are gonna love it. It's nothing worse than slaving away over a video and feeling like you're rolling the dice, which is like most of the time what it feels like, to be honest. All right, 35 goes next. This is a spindly little piece of vine, it looks like. It's going to slot around this arm. Still so many of you watching me assemble tiny plastic jigsaws. I've actually had that. Yeah, there's been a couple of video ideas lately where I've just been like, ooh, gotta make that. And I just can't because I've got so much other crap booked and going on. Alright, very nice. And this bad boy is gonna go, what, there? Yep, geez, that slots in beautifully. We'll get a bit of glue on that. And I actually think it didn't lock into that groove. Yeah, I'll just put some glue on this. That way I'll know it'll hold. Alright, let's lock that in. Boom. Oh, look at that, made the right call. Put glue everywhere there should be glue. And then we've got piece 34 and 36, which are a few more of these little vine accents. Here we go. Well, they're roots, I guess. Just gnarled little bark structures, and then one of them is leaves. Now that's taken us long enough that we should be able to return to the other arm to finish that off. And then it's torso time. And head, and we're done. So there you go, it hasn't actually taken that long. What is it now? Hour 26? We're steamrolling through it now, picking up the pace. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Okay, let's put this. So this is the other half of his hand. God, this is cool. So that will go in there, I think. Oh, look, it looks like a hand. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, it's a fun journey, Aaron, the overcoming of the silicon pain. I think you guys will enjoy the journey. It wasn't fun to live, I'll tell you that. This, you know, just in production cost has probably been my most expensive video maybe ever. Probably not ever, but in a long time. Like, I spent, you know, nearly like 3,000 bucks or something, I think, on materials after all the failures. That's good. There we go. That's. I just had a piece of flash there that was stopping that from meshing. Some glue in there. Oh, you stay in there. Stay. Good boy. Let's just give this a little trim. And then that piece presumably locks in there. Yeah? Is that what locks in there? I don't know. No. No, that doesn't lock in there. That... Okay, I'm confused now. Whoops. Yeah, hey, here we go. This is interesting. So I think we've discovered the first of the missing instruction components. Because there is a finger here that is not in the instructions. So let's go see if we can find a little finger. Yep, that looks like it. Part 62. There you go. Didn't even need to be on the instructions. Why would they bother with it? So I see what they mean. That definitely would have been a mistake. Because it's not extra steps, it's just like being left off one diagram. Easy fix. So this is missing part number 1, is part 62 joins Treebeard's right arm. There we go. Boom shakalaka. Right arm finished. Right, let's leap back to left arm with the big old stone and get my 2 little leafy pieces, 3 little leafy pieces. We'll start with 44, our smallest. And he is going to go... Oh, you know, somewhere. There, on the underside maybe? I think he goes in there. Yep, that felt good. Looks good too. Love it, like it, lump it. Then we've got another small one. Let's do 45. Where are you going to go? 45. Changing my mind. Because that piece is really obvious where that goes. There's a huge mold groove. That's really nice sculpt design too in terms of engineering assembly. This surface where they join is deliberately striated to make some nice tongue and grooves to make that lock really easily. Oh, and then this little piece just goes up the top here. Is it that way? Or that way? That way, I think. It's not going in. No, that way. Aha! Beautiful. That's what we want. So that is both arms and both legs complete. Can you guys see that? Oh man, am I overexposed? Have been the whole time. Oh, it's also time to swing a battery. What a useful time to look up at the camera. There's our little pieces there. I'll zoom in and you guys can have a look. That is what we have made so far for Treebeard. I'm just going to swing a battery. Alright, everybody, prepare to rave. Woo! Oh, it didn't even do any raving. It just goes black. Look at that. Exciting stuff. There's a bit of a rave. Wait. Oh, it switches back to 4K when you go to... Stupid thing. Apologies. Uno momento, por favor. Here, look at the holding music for a second. And we're back. Sorry about that. There we go. So that is our 4 pieces, our 4 arms and legs. It is just torsos and a few other bits. And he is finished. Looking good, guys. How are we all going with our building? Oh, with Broadsword in the chat. Where's Broadsword? I've just been ignoring Ollie for like... Holy shit, he's been in here so long. Sorry, Ollie. I log on to hear him say it's massive. He never showed me. He said he always would. What's that in relation to? He's not lying. I'm so behind. I'm sorry, Ollie. I've been ignoring you forever. Video secrets. Oh, yeah, the video secrets is the one I was about to start talking about you too. I'm being like, I was chatting to Ollie about it the other day, and you would have been here. Would have been so good. All tubers awake on the sidelines. He's probably left now. Very nice. Missing instructions, Games Workshop, yeah. Pro streamer here, just look at this image for a second or something. Hey, it was a bit of black screen. It was good. It was good. Good. Thank you, Aaron. Keep him company. Lachlan finished a whole army and I did one man. You should do a 24-hour challenge. You and Kiara. I wonder who would win out of the two of you. I think Kiara would beat you. Alright, so let's jump back to our instructions and we'll do Treebeard torso. Parts 19 and 20. Look at this big old piece of bark. That looks like a torso to me. 19 and... that's 21. What do I want? Crap. Yeah, 19 and 20. 19 and 20. This guy's gonna be friggin' huge. Compared to the old one, anyway. Honestly, he probably could be a bit bigger still, but we can't have everything perfect scale. I'll have to have a look. See how it actually goes in terms of approximation of scale now. Might be quite accurate, I can't remember. how big he is. He looks good in relation to the hobbits, at least. We'd have some good shots for comparison, like of him standing against Gandalf and that sort of stuff, so we could have a look. So, how the hell do these two bits go together? Okay, I'll take your word for it. In there somewhere, eh? Like that? No, not like that. Like... Yep. What? How do these bits work? Aha! Like that, alright. So there's a little inside lip here which works for us. Put a bit of glue there. And then bam, a lamb. That slides in and locks in beautifully. Look at that. Layers, layers and layers and layers of stuff. We did a 30-minute speed paint on her Twitch channel and she won. Just making the stream here. Hey Mitchell, thanks for joining in, dude. Hey Bruce. Yeah, the new TREEBEARD model's amazing. When is the Patreon draw for TREEBEARD, asked Jack. So this will be, we're assembling it today, and then we're painting it next time. So you've got plenty of time to join up. So if you join up today, you'll absolutely go into the draw. To be on the wheel of fortune. So up next we need part 21, and then 22. What do we do with this bit then? What's this? Or is that bit? I'm so confused. I just made this little piece. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. That's this piece. Okay, so we need 22 and 23 next. So yeah, if you guys want to be in the draw to score yourself this TREEBEARD, it's going to be fully painted and looking pretty sexy, I reckon, by the time he's finished. Absolutely. Jump on over to Patreon. I'm doing an amazing plug here while I get confused by different parts on this sprue. But all this pain I'm experiencing, you won't have to go through, because it will arrive fully built and fully painted and fresh off a conquest of crushing some Urukai, probably. We'll definitely whack him in a battle report or two. We should do a scenario where he goes hunting for the Entwives and gets attacked by like a feral band of something out in the wilderness. That'd be a great mini campaign. TREEBEARD's quest for the Entwives. I'd play it. Alright, so I think that piece is gonna lock on there. Okay. It's not. I was wrong. I was highly wrong. How does this bit go together? It does go on there. I don't think it... Is this the same thing? This is a completely different piece. Oh, yeah. This is the back of that, right? Yeah, I'm missing a whole bit. I need piece 21 first. I was like, this just doesn't look right. Okay. TREEBEARD's mission for Bush. Yes, poor Fimbrethil, I think his Entwife's name was. Fimbrethil, yeah. Oh man, this is a wedge of plastic in there. Alright, got it out. And we need a little bit of, oh, there's a lot of scrag here. TREEBEARD gets wood as he searches for Entwives. That's good, Chris. I like that. Yeah, that should be fun. Maybe that's what I was going to make the scenario like TREEBEARD fighting Uruks or something. Maybe this stream becomes a 3-parter. Building him, painting him, and then like a campaign dedicated to TREEBEARD's search for the Entwives. That would be pretty badass. And it would be fun to play for me. Alright, so this big piece I think we glue together now. If not, I'm wrong, and I have to pull it entirely apart. I'm going to roll a dice. I think it goes together now. Boom, boom, boom. And then we want this bit, which will go on... Is it there? Maybe not there, maybe... Where's the hole? This hole, that's where it goes. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Alright, you get a bit of glue. You get a bit of glue. You get a bit of glue. Boom. Oh, torso's coming together. Look at that, that's his big, like, backwards stump where the hobbits are sitting on. Very cool. 23 is just locking down in this little spot here. It's just a nice little bit of plant. A leafy action. Fantastic. We've got a few more bits of bling. 24, 25, and 26. No, we're going to finish this sprue before we finish the other one, after making incredible inroads onto that sprue to start with. There's a piece. There's a piece. Yeah, this sprue's done now, because technically the only other bit over there is the hand, which we're not using. So, sprue 2 is finished before sprue 1. Alright, let's have a look here. Boobity boobity boo. I think that's... Oh, it's just like... funny how you can get away with all of the molding, the contact points. It just looks like bark. Oh, I can hear the girls having brekkie out there. It's making me very hungry. It's okay, the journey to build is nearly finished. We're almost done, guys. Ollie says you have to do it all serious and action-packed, but nothing really happens. The stream should go for like 3 days. At Ent speed. And then here we go, we've got one more here. Oh, I've got so many orders to pack today. The Easter weekend. Lots of days of not being able to go to the post office, and lots of people being like, oh, it's the holidays. Let's get some stuff from the store, which is awesome. Absolutely love that. Okay, so let's go... Oh, apparently there's a bigger piece that I've missed here? Oh, right, these three join together into some super branch, and then get attached. Okay. So that goes... Does that go there? No, this clearly goes here. Yep. So we create the super branch. Well, I made this join before. How the hell does it work? Literally a second ago I got this to join. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's joined there. And then we should have one little piece. What is it? Is it here? Somewhere here? Where does this little guy go? He goes... Yeah, so on this side, I think. Like that, maybe? Oh, I think that was it. It's not the best contact point, this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's a good contact point when you actually locate it properly. It's just tricky. Bit of glue, and we'll locate this bad boy in. Crunch. Crunch, 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 crunch. Lock in for me, would ya? What are you doing? Alright. And then this, as a whole piece, mounts to the torso and finishes off that hole, which is... Which joint does this sit on? Does that sit on there? Yeah. Like that. Look at that. That is some cool detail. Okay, torso complete. Treebeard's head time. We have the torso done, 2 legs and the arms. There are just a few components left, and then we can stick all of the big bits together, and Treebeard will come to life before our very eyes. Now we need to be careful trimming this beard, because we don't want to accidentally trim any of the detail. That would be sacrilegious to our beloved Treebeard. Oops. He says as he hurls Treebeard along. Yep, so we join the 2 bits that go together of the big mossy beard first. Let's go bang, bang, bang. Whoop. Okay. Let's trim up these little beard bits. So this will be a tricky bit, I think, because there's lots of detail that we don't want to chip off. We just want to carve away these joining points. Even the flash on these insides we'll have to get rid of, because that'll be where the pieces join together. There's another one down here. Oh, that's actually quite good. A lot of these aren't going up against the detail. Only one or two of them were. Yeah, that one looks good. Most of them are going against flush surfaces, which is good mold design. We like that. Or sprue design, I suppose. Here's one. Oh, there's a big one. It's in a tricky spot too, right against the side of the face. This is all detail, this spot. There we go. Very easy in the end. Alright, so now I've got this huge thing that does something. What does it do? Oh, it does that! It's the back of his beard. Okay, let's join the beard together. It's pretty crazy putting that beard together and thinking about how that compares to just the size of the beard of the old TREEBEARD. Like, look at that. Big, beautiful, mossy beard. That's very cool. Alright, we need part 29, which is this part here. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Let's go. Any more flash to trim off that? No, that looks fine. That looks fine. So let's. Got my instructions here. How does this go together? Locks in somehow. Just try fitting like crazy. Maybe like this. Oh, nope. Okay, look at the instructions. We need the knob pointing out like that. Oh, of course, it's the top of his head. It's the top of his head. Ah, it's not working. Why is that not working? I can see how... Okay, there we go. Okay. I was like, I can see where it's meant to go, but I can't make it join. I'm going to be very careful here not to put too much glue. There we go. That's bonding very nicely. I'm looking at him going, he just looks a bit weird. So it's like, oh, actually there's a whole chunk missing out of his face. So let's put that on now so I stop freaking out about it. Beautiful. Nice easy mold join. And this is his moustache and his nose and the top of his lip. Look at this. There's the TREEBEARD we know and love. Look at that face! How cool is that? Alright, what pieces do we have left? We've got piece 30, which will be the back side of his head. Can hear Hazel, I know the name of my own child, asking for Easter chocolate. Yesterday was like the first time ever she'd had any real amount of chocolate, to be honest. And she liked it, I think we can safely say. Oh, speaking of the devil, the door is knocking. You can come in, there's nothing against it, just... Yes. Much chocolate was consumed. Oh, is this food? Yum! Look at my brekkie, people. Yeah, it smells like glue. I'm gluing plastic. Lots of plastic together.
Alright, honey.
Thank you very much. Hello, honey. Look, Daddy's making a tree.
Tree? I am no tree. I am an ant.
Look at his legs. Very cool. We're nearly done. We've built 2 arms, 2 legs, the torso, and the face, and now we're about to glue the 5 bits together. It was in 62 pieces. Wow. It's like a big Lego set. Alright. See you later. So we need the back part of this head to go on. Where the hell does this go? What is happening in this chat? Dear oh dear. Oh my god. Ollie said, Lily woke up in a horrible mood this morning. She told Kiara she was going to murder her immediately. Called me an idiot. Enjoy that in a few years. Fabulous. That sounds great. How does this back part go? These head parts are quite tricky to sort of merge together. Like, they're not intuitive. You sort of, but there's great instructions, so it's fine. Okay, how's it go? So you get that and that. So that goes in there. Dude, I do not get how this goes together. What? Oh, I think I see it. I think is it that? Yes, it's that. Okay. Jeez, that is a complicated cut on the sprue. Alright, bit of glue there. We don't have to go too crazy on glue on that joint, because it will get held together by... There we go. It will get held together by the joint to the actual body. Okay, boom, boom, boom. What do we have left? Look at this! It's like that dude in Yu-Gi-Oh! With the arms and the legs. What the hell is that guy in Yu-Gi-Oh! Called? Oh, this is an obscure reference that I can't even make properly. Far out! What's he called, guys? Where you gotta get his legs and his arms and his head, and then you stick it all together and he turns into like a super big monster. But that's what we're doing. We're joining the legs, we're joining the torso, we're joining the head. First I'm gonna have a bite of my breakfast. I'm so hungry. Fantastic. Oh, actually... we got one part left on the sprue. This is the other part that wasn't on the instructions through the printing error. So this is part 61. Exodia! Thank you, Jazz. Thank you. Yes. And Scotty and Bruce and Matt. Yep. Exodia. Thank you. God, how can I not remember Exodia? Alright, trim this bad boy. Jackson would be ashamed of me. Alright, so I'm pretty sure he goes on a foot, just based on the type of part that he is. And I think I remembered seeing something and being like, huh, that's weird. Yeah, look, here it is. So that goes in there. It's just an extra set of toes. Boom. 2 extra toes for TREEBEARD. If they want to attach. Hurry up and stick, toes. I got food to eat. Alright. Let's swing over to the chat for a sec. Goodness me. Why are we talking about Basingstoke? T-Back says, why is it watching a Zorp stream makes me want to go and watch the films again? You should. That should be your... every second Monday or Sunday night, that should be your routine, guys. My stream and then all 3 films. Sorry for the slight silence and munching noise, but I'm so hungry I'm going to pass out. KS says, I expect Lockie to issue all the children bows and ranger cloaks. I have no problem with this. KS has been listening to my previous discussions on my childhood Farameering through the bush. No brekkie banana. I know, Jazz. What was I doing? But I got even better. I got a muffin and hash brown and barbecue sauce today. Nothing wrong with that. I see that Ollie has just been flirting with my chat section. That's just great. Very professional, Ollie.
Do you celebrate Easter in Australia and have Easter eggs? Yeah, absolutely. Easter Bunny comes here and drops off all the chocolate. Karen said we should do the video at 0.5 speed for the TREEBEARD battle report. I'll pre-record it all and then just upload it in like slow-mo. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, that's good. That would actually be fun. James says, absolutely boggling amount of detail on the miniature. Yeah, it's so good, hey. Hopefully more kits like that. 100%. Oh. Sorry. I'll zoom out a little more. Thank you for that. I think that was Chris. Alright. That does look like a champion's breakfast, says Michael. Muffin and hash brown sounds good. Yeah, it's solid. Solid. Hey, thanks, Jack. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon, dude. You're now in the draw to score yourself TREEBEARD. My fingers are crossed for you. Alright. That's enough eating. Let's assemble the mighty Exodia. Where do we start? I think we just start anywhere, so... This is the front. Let's put his face on first. That feels like the most natural thing to do. Yeah, here we go. So, face. Face. Get a nice little seam of glue on the neck. Oh, crap, that's the recycling truck. I have so much recycling that I'm pretty sure I haven't taken to the bin. Whoops. About 50,000 containers of resin and silicon, which we'll all find out about this week. Alright, face is on. Loving that. Let's do legs. Let's get a solid working platform. I think that's the front legs. I think that's... Is that that one? No, I was right. I was right the first time. Maybe? What's going on here? No, I was right. Okay, so this is the back leg. Get it together. Good lord. So how does that... Oh, there we go. There's the locking point. I was like, this doesn't really feel particularly sort of secure. But I will admit, that leg joint isn't the strongest in the world. So let's probably apply a little bit of pressure to that while that dries. That's how tall he is, guys. Far out. That's pretty cool. Very cool indeed. Alright, let's whack the other leg on. I reckon I can hold them both in place at the same time. I've seen some amazing conversions and reposings of TREEBEARD over the last couple of days, of people throwing them up on various Facebook pages, which has been super cool to see. I think I'm just going to do mine standard, just because I'm doing it on stream and I don't want to spend time converting it. We'll literally be here all day watching me do that. Alright, on goes this arm. Oh, there we go. Locks in like that. Oh, I've been too confident here. One of my lower legs is coming loose. Just gonna hold that arm in place. And yeah, surprise, surprise, it's the arm I didn't think was the strongest joint to begin with. The other leg, rather. I probably am rushing this. Normally I'd like join each one and then just leave them. Alright, that is the left arm, hopefully strong enough. Let's fix this leg. It's kind of hard to apply pressure as well, because there's all these little twigs and roots and leaves. So it's not the easiest model to apply a real kind of flat pressure on these joints. Let's pop TREEBEARD on his base there. Dude, what the hell? This guy doesn't even fit on his base! He's massive!
Love it. And then we got this little dude here, this final little piece, which is gonna lock in behind all that really nicely. Oh wow, that looks really good. That looks so good! Look at this, guys! Don't fall off, Treebeard. Look at him! Alright, I'm just gonna leave him here while he's drying. Here, let me switch to live view. Now let's come right in on the 35 on that. He's just been looking at my breakfast, so that's fine. Look at him! What a beast! Look at all that detail. I'm terrified to paint this live on stream, I'm not gonna lie. Once he's a bit glued up, I'll show you guys a more front-on view. Let's have a look at Merry and Pippin slotting on top. I have no idea where they're supposed to go. Presumably these branches. Oh, that's the standing one. They're not the ones I want. I want these. Alright. Which one goes where? This one. Yeah, this one's the one that goes on this side, I believe, judging from the picture. So apparently they lock in and you don't have to glue them. And to that I say, believe it when I see it. Let's have a look. Yeah, I would probably be magneting those, I think, but I think that's where they go. And then Pippin goes in there, maybe? Or something like that, I think. I'll be able to mess that around a bit once he's glued and ready. But that is pretty freaking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. That looks absolutely wicked. So we'll let him fully dry, then he's going to get a nice prime in standard Mechanicus grey, and then it will be on to painting him. So that's basically everything that we're going to do today, because obviously that'll need to dry properly before we dive in and start painting or anything. And obviously they've all got to be primed. So that's going to be that is going to be a ripper of a stream in a fortnight's time, painting that guy. I need to order some of the contrast paints actually, because I don't have them all from the Warhammer TV recipe, which was quite a good one. So we'll just nick all of that. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, guys. If you want to score yourself this Treebeard model fully painted, and you'll get him almost straight away as well after he's done his battle reports, which will only be one set. Then he will be out to your place no matter where you live in the world. Make sure you head over to Patreon, or all you have to do is pledge as little as $1, and that gets you in the draw to win this guy. And then if you want to, you can cancel it the month after if you don't want to check out any of the other rewards long term, and that is totally fine. And to all my current Patreons, thank you so much, guys. You guys are hugely key, fundamental to this whole YouTuber infrastructure that I've kind of built here. So it's pretty awesome to have you guys behind me, and the live stream is just so much fun. And it's oh, here we go. He's already coming a bit stronger. We can have a little closer look now. It's so awesome. I love the way that, like, you know, it involves you guys, and you get involved in the live stream and the battle reports, and you know, barracking for your models. And I'm really pleased with the kind of format that I've thought of for this live stream and involving the Patreons, and it's really fun. And we have such a wicked community on our new Discord as well. We like updated the Discord a couple of months ago to kind of, it used to just be like a private channel in a bigger Discord. Now we've got our complete own Discord with all these different chats for the different like gaming systems, and there's a hobby chat and a general chat and a rules chat and a list building chat, and people send their lists and we all give feedback on them and talk about stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, it's just really fun seeing that all come together. So yeah, if you want to score yourself Treebeard, head over to Patreon. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I hope you're pumped to come back in fortnight's time and jump on in and check out how we're going to paint this guy. Somehow I've got to paint him in like 3 hours. This is going to be very tricksy, I think. I'll have to have a look and optimize the Warhammer TV painting scheme and minimize drying time. It's going to be very interesting indeed. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I shall see you all very soon. In the meantime, stay safe and yeah, happy hobbying. Bye, everybody.